welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool have just beaten West Ham.
Did you fucking get it?
Yeah, it's a bit more subdued today, so sorry about that. We have just won now, to be fair, 1-0 to the Reds. I'm going to bring you in, Paul. I'm here with Paul Matron, obviously. I'm Chloe Bloxham. We've got a really bladdered Chris behind the camera as well, if that's what you'd like. Hence why he's not on this video. But yeah, Paul, it was a game where... Why?
What's it? It's like a whiskey, isn't it?
Are you sure? Yeah, Paul, it wasn't a beautiful game of football. It wasn't brilliant. But at the end of the day, we've got 3 points, and that's all that matters.
No, absolutely. And I don't know, I had a weird sense of assurance about this game. I genuinely did. And I know it was tough toward the end. And I'm very, very grateful that the harder parts happened literally almost out of my range of vision, but far into the pitch. But no, I don't know. We were fine. It was one of those games where I've watched us play that game 1,000 times and draw it 0-0. And the difference today was Darwin Núñez, and that's why we've bought him. I don't think we've necessarily bought him this season because he's going to batter everyone. He's not going to score hundreds of goals. He's not going to be Erling Haaland from day one. But what he will do is he gives us a different way of playing against sides that are going to get loads of men behind the ball. And look what it was. We brought Costa Tsimikas in for Andy Robbo. He whips a brilliant cross in, and Darwin Núñez heads it, and we win the game. And I know there's more to the game now, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But that was almost as simple as it needed to be on the day.
Yeah, it was. I thought in that first half we had quite a fair amount of chances. I mean, Darwin Núñez's left foot, that one where it's over, he's got some power behind that left foot, and that's his weak foot as well. But I thought in the first half, we had a lot of the ball. We didn't seem to do a lot with it, and yet we still had quite a lot of chances. Darwin Núñez could have had a couple of goals tonight. Mo Salah could have had a couple of goals tonight. And obviously in the second half, when those subs come off, Darwin Núñez being the main man, we go a little bit flat, and that's fair to say. But games this season, we've not played our best, and you've ended up seeing how bad we've been playing, or how we've not reached that level. Tonight we didn't reach that level, but we dug in, we defended really, really well, and we come out.
We played it like, what was that, a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5 out of 10 performance, and we won the game.
And that what you want?
Yeah, that's 100%. That's exactly what's been missing from Liverpool this season. Thanks, Chris.
Well, I was trying to come around and start talking. But,
just shut. Do you want to be behind the camera, or do you want to be in front of the camera?
I'll be behind the camera. No, it's
we're 6.5 out of 10 performance, and we're winning. And that's what goes back to rebooting Liverpool, is that we've got to be able to win games without being brilliant. We've got to stop working so hard for everything that we do. That was, again, we have to save a penalty, and we have to survive a little bit of a late onslaught. But by and large, that's the kind of win. We need more of them. We just need to win football matches. I don't care how we win football matches, just win football matches. 1-0 win against West Ham, I'd have taken that all day.
Yeah, 100%. And I think the all-round performance in that first half was quite good. I thought Thiago, his passing's ridiculous. How many times do we need to speak about Thiago? He's absolutely incredible. But he does the ball to Costas. And when we finally play it fast and quick, and we do the first time ball...
3 wins in a row, baby. That's it. We beat Rangers, we beat Man City, and now we got West Ham.
Yeah.
What with the season that we're having, this is a beautiful day. It's good. It's absolutely good. We just got to build up. It's a few more games to go, but it's.
It is a beautiful day. The Reds have won, and that's all you can really ask for.
It's freezing cold and windy, so it's none of the things. But Liverpool have made it better. No, but Chloe, this is the thing. We've just got to go on a run now.
Yeah.
We've got to go on a run of winning football matches. No more worry about. And that was. This felt like it was meant to be tonight, because we've drawn and lost games out of the blue this season. When I've been going, how have we done that? Doesn't happen. That's not meant to happen. Tonight was like it was meant to happen. It was just literally like we've just basically drawn a line and wiped ourselves clean of everything that's happened so far this season. Right, we're going to start now. And I know we've said this a couple of times already this season, but again, that's what I mean. This performance felt like the best of Liverpool, and what I mean by that is it's Liverpool winning games without being at the best.
Yeah, and when we did win, obviously, the Champions League and the Premier League, we won games when not playing brilliantly, and that's what you need to do. I want to come back to you though, because I thought Trent tonight, what did you think of him? And I don't want to make this whole thing about Trent, but he slots back in. I I don't think he plays that bad. He's not. He looked like he was. I thought Costas was the more advanced fullback, which is a bit different to what we usually see. Trent's normally the one that's bombing on.
Yeah, look, it was a forgettable Trent performance tonight, which is probably all right. I think he's in an awkward position in his career now where every time he misplaces a pass or he's a little bit late to a tackle, everyone around me is going, oh, Trent, and his name's in danger of becoming a buzzword for like someone who's not quite getting to the level. I don't think it will do him any harm just to play a game of football. I still think psychologically he's playing against himself. I think there's a couple of times where he's getting the ball and he's trying to prove himself, and how players like that prove themselves is by playing a defence splitting pass. And he had a couple of really good passes, to be fair, and we know we can do that, but I don't know what it is. I just think he does just need to get on with his game, and eventually people will forget about it. The circus will move on. It'll move on to another town. One of the other fullbacks, English fullbacks, I'll have a bad spell and everyone will be talking about them for a bit, and that's just the way it goes. He just needs to keep playing, doing what he does, and crack on with it. You're right, the story was more how great Costas was, I thought, on the other side, and how the other players performed. We've actually got a game where really Trent, but it was a bang average performance for him. Sound. Let him move on. Let's talk about other people.
Yeah, 100%. And the only reason I mentioned Trent is because we talk about a potential change of position or the role that he's playing, and it did look like that tonight. He was a lot further back than Costas, and usually we all look at Trent as our most attacking player, like he's the most influential. But I thought he did all right. Joe Gomez, another England defender there, from my angle of the cop, I don't know whether you saw it, it looked like a clear penalty.
I thought the opposite. I thought he went up and he got his foot to it. It's like his foot was high. Yeah. I thought he took the ball and then he kind of clattered the man as he went through. So when it went out, and the way Liverpool reacted, it was very like, well, nothing. Yeah. And there was so little circumstance around it, and there was no like drama to it at all. I don't know, it was weird. I don't know whether the VAR had the angle that I had, and maybe I'm miles wrong, because ultimately I'm watching it once with with the human eyes. I don't know. I mean, I'm told, I messaged people and they told me it was a penalty. He didn't make any contact with it, but if he's not got contact with the ball, then it's a penalty, and it is what it is. Ultimately, it's one of those annoying things about being in the ground where it took 3 minutes probably to come to that decision. If he's not touched the ball, why does it take that long to come to that? I don't know. I felt a bit sorry for Joe because I thought he was having a good game. And it didn't really feel like a huge moment. It felt like one of those mad like things that in the middle of the park you shrug your shoulders and you get on with it, but unfortunately when it's the penalty area you get penalties given.
Yeah, I thought it was a pen straight away, and I think the people around me, they were like oh no. Yeah. And when it was given a penalty, I thought, yeah, okay, fair enough. I think that was the only clumsy individual error we did tonight, which you can't say that for a lot of our performances this season. We had a couple of situations where we were loose with the ball, but other than that, I thought we recycled it well, we rotated it well. And obviously, what did you think of the subs? Because it's full time now, we've won, I'm very happy, and it's a case of, at least we've gave Curtis Jones, who needed minutes, on. Harvey Elliott got his time, we put Salah up top, Bobby comes off, you get James Milner in there, you get Fabinho on, you get to rest players. But what I do have to say is, I thought when he took Darwin Núñez off, it completely killed our attack. It looked, we went flat. He was our outball.
The idea was there. It was Salah can just hit them on the counter now, because at some point teams like David Moyes' sides, their tactic is you keep it tight for 80 minutes, 82, and then you throw the kitchen sink at it, and then you try and snatch it. And you saw that with them bringing Michael Antonio on, is they're hoping for a late bit of drama or whatever. Liverpool are playing for that. Liverpool are playing to contain them, and then Mo Salah's just going to sit on the shoulder and we're going to get him in behind. And it felt like that might have come. We got close to it a couple of times, but ultimately what we've done is we've just managed the last 3 games spectacularly, given that we've added injuries in that time as well. And you look at what the team that ends, we end up back in 4-3-3, and we end up with Curtis Jones, Mohamed Salah and Harvey Elliott as a front 3 who've never played in a front 3 together before. In that kind of situation, we were looking for scraps by the end, and it didn't work out. But that when you look at it, you've got to look at those games, I think, collectively. And I think when we add Forest to it, hopefully if we beat Forest at the weekend, and we can manage to get it out of that unscathed when we've taken maximum points from 4 games of football, that will be where we can look back and go, brilliant, take a quick breather and then crack on with the next 3 or 4. But you're right, the subs didn't necessarily take the game on, but we've won. We sorted out. People who needed minutes got minutes, and people who needed rest got rest. Sound.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And I think to finish it off, we've got to talk about Allison. Brilliant from the penalty spot, saves it. It could have easily been 1-1, and they were all over us the last couple of minutes, and I say all over us because they offered absolutely nothing in that first half before then. But this is what I mean about this season. We haven't had our best players step up and be good enough. Alisson Becker's probably the only one who has been, and tonight he shows it again. When you need a world-class goalkeeper to save you in a moment, he becomes a hero.
Yeah, and he is, and he's a boss goalie, and he's become sneaky good at saving pens as well, which obviously counts. And look, we don't win that game if it's not for Alisson Becker. That's the simple fact of the matter. It's 1-1, and maybe we've got to dig deep and do things. But knowing what we know about how the game went down, it's fair enough to say that. I think he's boss, he's sound. Again, it goes back to my old feeling around it. It never really felt like they were going to score the pen. It never really felt like they deserved the pen, whether it was or not. They didn't really feel like that they got any like momentum from it. No, Liverpool didn't really feel, and the crowd didn't really feel too edgy with it. We just started chanting Alisson's name. The penalty was a good height, as they say, for a goalkeeper. It's a good solid save, and it's done. Alisson's brilliant, and that's what we've got going for us now. As I say, a bunch of Liverpool players just doing what they do, playing their football. Liverpool, I feel like we're back. I genuinely feel like we're back at our level all of a sudden, and our level isn't necessarily, as I say, being a 10.5, 11, flying out the traps, heavy metal football. It's bollocks. That's not what Liverpool do. Liverpool just win, are a relentless winning machine, and have been for a long time. This was that again.
Yeah, it was, and it's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully the Reds are back, just like Mate just said. I mean, I can't wait for Nottingham Forest to join us for that. We'll have content from the game. Join Redmen Plus, got loads of stuff coming up. And once again, just join us in absolutely adoring this football club. Before we go, I'll leave you with a lovely little stat. Did you know Antonio Rudiger, I think it is, clocked the fastest speed in the Premier League up until tonight? Darwin Núñez against West Ham, 28. Darwin Núñez. What a day for the Reds.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that show. If you're looking to get yourself some amazing Liverpool merchandise, do go and check out redmenmerch.com. Just like this t-shirt I'm wearing, and tons more. It's all available for you right now over on redmenmerch.com. Check it out.